I'm Ulrich Wohlfeil, or just call me Uli. I'm from the ECMind from Switzerland, and we are a very new partner from Collabora. So 6 weeks maybe, I guess, something right. So, and it's so close that I'm the technic guy, I have to go here and make the presentation. So, yes. Okay. Yeah, it works. Okay. I think because I sent a technic guy, I go this part very fast. What we see, and Michael, I think, for example, yesterday already talked about, is that we have the problem at the moment, we are in the public sector, that the customers not only are using proprietary software, that's not a problem for us, we are also working with proprietary software, but they also move everything in the cloud. And that's, for us, a big problem, because we have the problem that they have the risk that they can lose everything. And if we're in the public sector, and they have this concentration, everything a hyperscaler, legal problems, that if they are shut down, there is not a second public sector. So if they are away and you are here in Hamburg, you can't go to Berlin to do your city stuff. So that has to work. Yes, everything is already told here. So let's go to it. So we're from Switzerland from 2014, and since 2024 we have also a part in Heidelberg. And we are ECM specialist, and ECM stands for Enterprise Content Management. I'm not sure if this is totally clear. That means, in the end, archiving, one part, then document management, so creating, modifying, working with documents, with write system. And it's a ECM, it's also with workflows. So you have also workflows for document 4i system, 6i system to approve documents and stuff like this, or incoming documents. And what we are doing is, where we came from, we are extremely customer-driven company. We came from the technical consulting, and do also application management support, and now, that's why I'm here, we make much integration in products, because the customer wants to do it. And we ourselves are working mainly in the Germany, Austria, Switzerland sector, especially for the tax administration. So we have 6 tax administrations in Switzerland, and now we are also involved in the German tax administration as a product. And we are working with because we are not living in thin air, we are working in the network of Optimus Systems with the Enio product and the Momentum product. Optimus System is a company from 1991, and it's now part of Curacera. They have round about, that's the lowest number I found, 2,300 installations at customers, mainly in the public sector also, but also industries. They have many, many partners, and we are one of these specialized partners here. And what we are planning now is that we are the customers. So where's the guy who makes the Open Desk project? I'm not sure. They're making a very good job. So the customers came to us and want to have now also a Collabora integration. So we will do this because that's a really good idea. And we already starting the last 6 weeks to implement. And what we have finished already is we implementing the WP API, or the basics of the WP API, so we can edit documents, open documents. We have the log mechanism and the security system, so that works. We have the integration at all, so it works already in the clients, in the web client, rich client. And the more important thing why I'm here is that we want to check what we can do also with Collabora, because we have expectations from our customers, and we want to try to implement it. So one part is that we need a template management system. So that every customer has a different logic, how they're working, which template they want to use in which context, want to pair based on roles, based on groups, and based on context. And we have to implement this one. We have to, we want to make a deeper integration. What we already do with other products is we want to have a review mode. That's a point I think everybody else also needs this. That if you have a workflow and you have one person who create a document, you have a 4i system, the second person has to review, but they have to be enforced that they're only working in this changed a management mode, and you can't leave it. So they can just remove something and just disappear the text they need it, and then come back to the author. They see the changes, they can commit it or refuse it. We need a feature, or we have to implement, and that's also interesting with Collabora, versions and variants. So we need a feature that the versions of the document have to be tracked, and the variants, that's you're creating a tree of document versions with different persons working on the document, so you can switching to the variants, and of course the form feature also. So if it's possible, Collabora, I'm not totally sure at the moment. We also want to have the form mode, so only the form fields are available. You can't modify the document itself. That's our next steps. Then the next feature, that's the most important for us, is the data merge, and I think I talked to many people about this already. That's a screenshot from another product, but the idea is the same here for Collabora, that we want to have the possibility to create a content controls in the document, and a three-step process, or two important steps. One, that administrators can, creating a document, define which information has to be added. With this, so it has to be by the customers or by the administrators from the customer himself, graphically, so they can add fields and define which information have to be added here, and creating a template out of this. And then, in the next step, the normal user can just, in the context, create the correct template and can data merge all the information live in the browser. And you can see just, whoop, it's filled. And if you see some metadata in the context are not correct, just updating, the document will always updating without leaving the document, reopening the document, just live. And I think we have a good possibility that we can implement this. Have some discussions about this, but I think Stefan, for example, the last presentation was very interesting. So I think we can implement this. And what I want to discuss is, why I'm here, so I already do it. What you're already implementing here, what technical options we have to do it, and how I can implement this stuff. Do you have questions? No. Okay.